And now it's time to preview an upcoming game.
Hello and welcome back to Gamers Remorse. Today we are doing another preview for a game called Outer Earth, soon to be on Kickstarter. Check it out. Literally. No, that's not the check.
Outer Earth is a resource management worker allocation bidding game for 2 to 4 players. Players start the game by choosing whether to play a short game or a normal game. For the sake of this preview, we'll be looking at a normal game with 3 players. Each player is given 3 workers, a set of bidding paddles, a company dashboard, and 4 development cards. Players then construct the planet market by placing planets from the top of the galaxy deck equal to the number of players plus 1. So in our 3-player game, we'll have 4 cards in the planet market. The bonus revenue decks are then created as outlined in the rulebook according to the number of players and the game type. In our game, we will be playing with 3 decks of 7 cards. The players will then begin bidding on the planets they wish to develop. Bidding is done in 2 phases. First, each player holds a paddle out face down, then they all flip them over simultaneously, showing either a green check or a red X. The players who voted with the green check mark then use the die to show how many development cards from their hand they are willing to discard to take the planet. If only one player voted to take it, however, they get the planet for free. The players then reveal their dice simultaneously. The player with the highest bid wins. Then all players discard development cards equal to the number they bid. If 2 or more players bid the same amount, they break the tie by revealing the cards they were to discard. The cards have a value of 1 point for blue, 2 points per yellow, and 3 points per red. Players sum their card values and the player with the highest value wins. If there is another tie, the player with the highest numbered card wins. The bidding begins with the planet on the far right, which has the first player marker on it. Whoever takes this planet also gets to go first. If no one takes this planet, the first player marker moves to the next planet on the bid line. The planets each require a certain number of development cards to complete, shown in the center circle. They then indicate what the starting development card must be. On this planet, the first card played must be blue or yellow. After that card is played, the next cards must follow the development line as shown on the most recently played card. So now a blue card or a red card could be played. After placing the blue card, a blue or red card must follow suit. When a planet is complete, players may launch the planet and claim their development cards as victory points, placing them in the prize pool. When launching a planet, players may also claim bonus revenue if used development cards meet any of the available bonus revenue card requirements, in which case they may discard the appropriate number of cards and claim the bonus revenue and flip the next card in the deck over. Bonus revenue options include having specific colors of development cards used in any order as shown with a plus symbol, starting or ending with a certain color as indicated by the iconography, or having specific colors linked in a certain order. In this case, blue, red, and then yellow. Some planets have a plus symbol next to the number showing that when the planet launches, the player gets an additional one-time use extra worker to be used at a later time. After the bidding, players take turns allocating their workers to either draw more development cards, build, placing development cards on a planet, or launch a planet that has been completed. The game begins with players having the set abilities of drawing 2 cards, building 1 card, or launching 1 planet. As players complete planets, however, they place them in the completed planet pool, and the most recently completed planet may alter these abilities. This planet allows an additional +2 to the draw ability, so the controller now draws 4 cards rather than 2. Once all players have completed their worker allocations, players will recreate the planet market and repeat the bidding process. This continues until one of the bonus decks or the development card deck is depleted, at which point players may have one final round to complete their planets before scoring. Each development card in the player's prize pool is worth 1 point, and each bonus revenue card is worth the card's face value. Each player then counts the number of each blue, yellow, and red cards in their prize pool, and the player with the most of each color gains an additional 3 or 6 points, depending upon whether the game was a short game or a long game. Players then lose 1 or 3 points, again depending on a short game or long game, for each planet they failed to complete. So let's jump into a game already in progress. And now we go back to the planetary bidding.
For those following at home, I'm only drawing cards this turn because I failed to buy a planet. Note to self, buy a planet. Next round. Alright. And flip it! I think Brian just always goes for the first one because he wants to be first player.
He's like me in every other game I play.
Ready?
Yep.
Boom. Took it. Such a jerk. Alright, ready? And flip it. Bing! Oh! And flip it. Opa! Free planet.
Right. Wow. It's like, I don't know if you guys are going to try to bid on that. Might as well try to take a free planet.
I need all of these cards.
So it looks like somebody's not bidding.
Correct. Ready?
Yep.
And flip it.
Whoa!
Yahtzee.
Where's the 0 on this dice?
Ready?
Yep.
And show.
Oh!
Jerk. Jerky McJerkerton.
I almost did 5.
Whoa, OP. So, for my first action, I shall draw 2.
I will draw 3.
Sacre bleu!
I am going to do that.
Does that mean the soccer ball is blue?
It is. It is indeed. Alright, I am going to build, and I can build 1 because I'm unfortunate.
Yeah, you are.
No!
What?
This one requires yellow to start out.
Ooh.
Okay, changing that. Gonna get a development card.
Or 2 of them.
Yes, sorry, I mean...
Alright, so then I'm
Same
going to
diff.
build. I get to build 4.
I'll say.
I'm going to spend 1 in launch. And because it was yellow first.
No.
This has totally messed up everything.
Then I get a lot of bony sigh.
For those at home, I was trying to build a blue card, another blue card, and a red card to get this guy. However, this card does not let me build blue to start out, thus throwing a wrench into my plans, which is why I freaked out. I guess I'm drawing again, which sucks, because that means I'm going to have to discard 1.
Say I'm sorry, but
you're
not
not.
sorry.
I found out I'm really bad at this game.
I'm drawing 3 at 1 card intervals because I'm short.
I'm going to draw, I suppose.
I now have 9 cards, so
You get
I
to
need
discard
to
a card.
discard 1. Done.
Good job discarding. Perfect form.
Well, I am quite experienced at it. This has been Outer Earth, a preview on Gamers Remorse. Right now, what we like to do is we like to go around and say one thing that we liked about this game that we find unique, novel, or just something that fit together really, really well. Brian, why don't you lead us off?
Yeah, I thought the use of the components was very enjoyable. The little bidding markers are quite novel. I enjoyed that aspect of, we don't know what we're bidding, but it's a fun little paddle that you can hit people with when they make you mad. But then tying that in with the dice that you're not rolling, but you're using as an indicator. Often with games, you'd have a token with a number on it, and it's just so much easier to use the dice, and you can kind of play with it and try to be like, oh yeah, 4, all right, oh, it's a 1. So I just thought that was really cool, the way the bidding worked in this game. I found that very enjoyable and very unique in the way bidding tends to work most often.
I'm also going to talk about mechanics. This game is very Euro to me in the fact that there are subtle economics at play here. For instance, there are only so many of these development cards, and depending on what development cards you have, you can try and go for different goals in the bonus revenue, which give you a nice little bonus on top of the planet. So the planet seems to be very obvious on how you can earn those. The bonus revenue is very subtle because, okay, I need to go for that, and I need to get those 3 in order. However, these pieces aren't allowing me to do that because red won't connect to red here, but the bonus revenue tells me to connect red to blue. Mm-hmm. So I found that very, very interesting. The mechanics just worked extremely well. It's one of those rare cases where they just married up perfectly, and I don't know if that was done specifically over time, like worn down over time to make it work so well, or if it's just one of those things where it just fell into place. But that was really cool to see. I wouldn't be surprised if future games borrow that mechanic. So definitely check this game out. Eric, what do you think?
I really like the combination of the worker placement as well as the card drawing. It really added a new aspect for me. I mean, I'm just new to worker placement games, so I'm really enjoying this game as we played it today.
So there you have it. Overall, we really like the game. We highly encourage you to check it out. If you like worker placement games, if you like a little bit of an abstract flair on top of a economic style, I would definitely fit it in the Euro style game. But I think it would appeal to the mass audience as well, not just hardcore gamers.
Yep. So if you're interested, go to Kickstarter and check it out.
Oh. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching our review today. For more information about board games, as well as the #1 board game audio podcast, check out Dicetower.com for reviews, interviews, and more. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.